Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a brand new event in Hockey Ultimate Team, the Spreadsheet Hockey event. Going over some of the top analytic players over the last little while. So we're going to break down all the new master set players, we're going to break down all the sets, and all of the event cards as well. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into the new content. All right guys, we'll first start with the Spreadsheet Hockey event cards. We'll kick things off with the 81 TJ Brody with buzzing, 6'2" with shutdown, which is actually a pretty sick combo. And for 81 overall defenseman, this isn't half bad at all. At 87 speed, 86 acceleration. Obviously, you're not going to really want to put him in your lineup, but if you are just starting your team and you're putting cards in that are going to go for the bare minimum, keep in mind, guys, if you pack these players, do not sell them for the bare minimum. Be on the lookout because it is exactly like the milestone event where you have to play an exceptional amount of games with Spreadsheet Hockey players in your lineup to get the free event collectibles to make the free master set player. So it is a ton of games, so the more cards that you can acquire, obviously the better you can get that done a little bit quicker. So if you actually pack TJ Brody, he could pass if you're trying to just use him to get games done. Then we've got the 81 Evan Bouchard with workhorse and shutdown. Much slower. However, he is 6'3". Not a usable card, but again, if we ever get the 3v3 arcade mode or anything like that in Hockey Ultimate Team again for rivals, you can throw these guys in your lineup, in the overall lineup, but then use your 3v3 lines and don't have them in there, and those will count towards that objective. So cards like this, again, keep as many as you can until you have a full lineup or as close to it, and then you can, get this milestones done a lot quicker. Sorry, the objectives done a lot quicker. Next, we've got the 82 Alexander Wenberg with Thief and Magnetic, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, and 80 face-off with Thief. He is 6'2". If you are someone who is very good on the face-offs, if you aren't, you can watch my face-off video, but nonetheless, at 6'2", 87 speed, 87 acceleration, if you are just starting out, this isn't a half-bad centerman card. Then we've got the 83 Zach Werenski with Protector and Seeing Eye, 86 speed, 86 acceleration on him, 83 agility, so he turns like a boat. However, with Protector on, he has 89 defensive awareness, which is super important if you are looking for an early on defenseman. There are probably better left-handed defensemen that you can get for the same, base price. A lot of these cards are going to be propped up in terms of price because everyone's trying to get these Spreadsheet Hockey cards for their objectives. Then we've got the 83 Kirby Dog with Dangle City and No Contest. Dangle City, in my opinion, is one of the worst synergies in the game. 86 speed, 86 acceleration at 6'4". If you are the type of player that holds onto the puck forever, cycles in the zone, kind of plays that essentially the meta in the high-end divisions, this could be passable for you if you are still looking to replace some of the base cards, but there's probably better ones you can get that are right-handed. Carter Hart is next with Butterfly Effect and Heart and Soul. The reason why I think he might be somewhat valuable is because you can throw him as your backup goaltender, and then you can just get those games counting for the Spreadsheet Hockey objectives. Next, we've got Chris Kreider, who is usually one of the best cards because he's always so fast and big, with Magician and Close Quarters, which is a nice combo, but his skating is really rough this year. 87 speed, 85 acceleration. His shot is in the mid-80s. Hand stats are in the mid to high 80s. There is a lot of other cards. Like, I'd rather have base Taylor Hall than this 85 Kreider, but again, if you are looking for Spreadsheet Hockey cards, he is going to be one of the better ones just because he's 85 overall. Then we've got the 86 Erik Karlsson. This card right now is going for 100,000 coins at launch of the event. 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and 90 agility. Karlsson cards are fantastic if you are someone who likes to break the puck out. Maybe you can't afford X Factor, Makar, something like that, but if you pair him with someone big on the other side, because he is pretty tough to get the puck back because he is only 6'1", 190, but with Protector on, he gets 83 body checking and 90 defensive awareness, which is big. This is a very good card for Erik Karlsson. Brad Marchand gets an 87. He's 5'9" with Gladiator, and he is always one of the worst builds in the game because he is statted as if he's 6'4", but he's only 5'9". 87 speed, 87 acceleration. It's just going to cost too much to get him because he's 87 overall to make him worth it. There's just far other better options on the left-hand side. Honestly, if I packed Marchand, I would sell this immediately. Then we've got the 88 Jason Robertson with Light the Lamp. I am waiting for the day they give Jason Robertson, a skating synergy. However, today is not it, but he does get elite edges and an 85 speed, 86 acceleration. That's brutal, but elite edges might make him shifty enough to hold on to the puck because he's not losing it once you have it in the offensive zone because he's 6'3", 200 with 88 balance. He's great body checking at 85 and a phenomenal shot at 92 across the board. This could be a really, really nice card. He's going for quite a bit though, around 100K. So I'm going to try him out and I'll let you guys know if I think he's any good. All right, on to the Master Set players, and we've got the 89 JACCOB SLAVIN. I think before we get into the other ones, I want to say I think the Master Set choices are great. I think that they did a great job of picking players that are not elite superstars, but they are the next tier, and they're all pretty popular players, so I'm actually on board with almost all of these selections. So he's got Buzzing and Distributor, and then Light the Lamp or Bombarded. Bombarded's one of the worst in the game. Light the Lamp isn't anything better either, but Buzzing, if you can get activated, has 90 speed, 89 acceleration, 90 agility, and then 94 defensive awareness, 90 body checking, and 3 of the best abilities for defensemen that you can get. If Shutdown was switched with Gold Stick 'em Up, this would be the all-time best defenseman ability combo. Shutdown is just a little bit more expensive. In my opinion, I think Stick 'em Up is the best in the game. Just bang for your buck. It does essentially the same thing. So that being said, I'm going to get a ton of questions in the comments about OEL or SLAVIN. If you have OEL, if you've made OEL, I would not go out and make SLAVIN. They are very, very similar. If I was choosing between the two, I would take JACCOB SLAVIN, though. It's a very, very good option. And spoiler alert, I made this card on my No Money Spent team. Next, we've got the 89 UC Saros. The goaltenders have been pretty tough to come by in terms of finding one that isn't Jacob Markstrom to be elite. Patrick Waugh was a massive letdown in the last event, and I would be stunned if a 5'11", 180 goaltender in NHL 23 is going to be any better. That being said, he has light work, X-ray, and butterfly effect. These are all great for how NHL 23 is being played. You don't really need post-to-post anymore because the EASHL animations are now in the game, so one-timers just don't go in. Light work is phenomenal for those wrist shots that they try and snipe far side, but the problem is that he has got low aggression at 72, which is normally good. However, because he's further back in the net and small, I actually think he might be half decent if he had a little bit more aggression. But, if you get this card untradeable, let me know in the comments section. It's always fun to hear from the community about goaltenders because they honestly are not really going to do all that much for you. But, yeah, he does deserve a Master Set player, and the Nashville Predators fans, you got one. Then we've got the 89 Charlie McAvoy with Workhorse and Bombarded. You could go Buzzing to go the double skating synergy as well. So that would be 91 speed, 91 acceleration, 89 agility. He's got a good shot. 92 defensive awareness, 93 stick checking, and 88 body checking with Gold, Seeing Eye, Heat Seeker, and Shutdown. This is essentially the exact same as Mike Green. So again, same situation. If you made Mike Green, I probably wouldn't make Charlie McAvoy. They're almost the exact same card, including the abilities. I think Shutdown is probably a little bit better than Elite Edges on defense, but it's very close. So this is a very good card, don't get me wrong, but if you made Green, I probably wouldn't make McAvoy, but if you haven't, then, Charlie McAvoy might be a decent option for you. Then we've got the 89 Mitch Marner, who comes with 6 foot, 181 wingman and gladiator. He also gets well-rounded and fly the zone, so he does get his speed up to 91. His acceleration is 91, agility 93, which is pretty fun considering he gets gold elite edges, which, if you watch my content, is one of my favorite abilities in the game so far. I'm not huge. Relentless, I think I've seen the desperation plays happen 5 times in the 400 games I've played. And tape to tape, because they added back in the pass assist to NHL 23, I just don't find it as useful as it was last year. That being said, he's got a good shot. Defensively, he's not all that great. However, there is a lot of competition for right-handed wingers, so I'm just not big on him. He can't play center, so you're kind of stuck. I'd probably rather have Solani from the last event or Mika Zibanejad if you were looking for a right-handed player, but I know he's going to be popular among Leafs fans. I personally have never really found success with Mitch Marner cards because I hold on to the puck a lot, and he gets bumped off very regularly. Then we've got the 89 of William Karlsson from the Vegas Golden Knights with Thief and Applesauce. He does have Distributor, which would allow his acceleration to get up to 91. Gold Quick Draw and Silver Elite Edges. Now, He's only 6 foot 190, and his skating is not all that impressive, but I need to make it clear. Gold Quick Draw is one of the best abilities in the game, and having one centerman with it is a huge advantage. If you are elite on the faceoffs, and if you're not, I have a faceoff video you can go and watch, you can win almost every single draw you take with those players. So the only real dominant centerman cards that have quick draw is basically Olli Jokinen. So if you don't have him, William Karlsson could be a strong option. And if you have a loaded team and you're just looking for a card to make, having William Karlsson is fine because he could be on your team on the 3rd or 4th line for the entire game, and you could just, use him on the penalty kill. All right, so there's a lot of options here that you could use. In my opinion, I think this is probably the best one just because of the utility. You could play him on the wing, but Gold Quick Draw is just super useful, and Silver Elite Edges is phenomenal as well. Skating is a little underwhelming, but his shot is very good, and hand stats are as well. All right, now let's take a quick look at the sets. These are exactly the same, essentially, as the Milestone event. This whole event is very, very similar in terms of stats. I just think the Master Set players, I actually think this is a strong collection of Master Set players. So I would recommend it is the same amount to upgrade them. If you are going to make one, I would just do the 3 to get it. However, if you are no money spent and you've got a ton, like a lot of these cards would make your lineup, then you could go with the random set. However, there's really no need for that. Guys, right now, this is being recorded on Black Friday. There was Ultimate Packs and Ultimate Choice Packs in the store. Everyone was ripping them. The market is absolutely flooded. Right now is the time, tonight and tomorrow, to try and make these Master Set players because there are so many cards. You can get collectibles for like 4,000 coins, which makes these Master Set players extremely cheap, even if you are no money spent. So just keep that in mind, guys. Go and take a look at the market and see what ones you can buy because they are not very expensive. And then, like I mentioned, the objectives for the Spreadsheet Hockey event, it works the exact same as Milestone. So technically, you can get one for free. It is going to take you a ton of games, though. So if you do pack any of the Spreadsheet Hockey cards, even if they're 81 overalls, make sure that you are using them or you keep them and just throw them on your 4th line or the backup goal. If you get Carter Hart, that'd be huge to try and get these done quickly, especially if you're no money spent. Don't forget, guys, there are offline challenges for this right now. There is 5, so you can get 2 free event collectibles. So if you get 2 of these, all you need is 1 more, and you can essentially make one of the Master Sets for free and then work towards that as well. So be on the lookout for these as well. And lastly, we'll take a look at the store. I would super recommend not buying packs. This game has been so broken that I would not recommend buying packs. I hate doing it, but if you are someone who is looking to buy packs, I would avoid all of these, to be honest with you. If you're going to buy packs, make sure it's the special ones like these Ultimates and Ultimate Choice Packs. These are the best ones in the game, but like I said, guys, it's an absolute disaster of a game, and it really doesn't deserve any more of your money. So that being said, guys, that is going to do it for the Spreadsheet Hockey event. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below and what cards you are making, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.